Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Saturday, January 25th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. We got a full college basketball slate. Got 3 games I picked off the Saturday card here. 2 afternoon games and 1 night game coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 in the morning on the West Coast, ESPN2 from the Moody Center, Austin, Texas. It is a Lone Star State battle. Lone Star State showdown, I believe they're calling it. Texas A&M and Texas. We are seeing the Longhorns. Actually, this is an interesting line right at the open, guys. I'm doing this Friday afternoon. We're seeing both Texas minus 1.5 to as high as Texas A&M minus 1.5, depending what sports book you're going off of. If you go to the WagerTalk live odds screen, you can see the openers here, both offshore and, DraftKings, FanDuel. FanDuel is actually the ones that's opening both side and total in the U.S. market, 140.5 being the total. Texas A&M comes in 15-4 on the season, Texas 13-6. This is the best bet for the show right at the top, guys. We're jumping on Texas A&M as the dog, plus 1.5. This is a Texas team that from the three-point line, they're just 4 of 16 and then back to 4 of 20 from behind the arc in their last 2 games. I don't think that's going to cut it. They're going to need to hit some more big shots here, particularly because A&M, in my opinion, is the more talented team under head coach Buzz Williams. They just won outright this past week as a 3-point dog against Ole Miss. That's a really good Ole Miss basketball team. They actually played this game January 4th. Texas A&M won by 20 points. They won that game 80-60. Granted, it was in College Station. Now we're in Austin. It is a big difference in college basketball, but I think, 1.5, even Texas is the favorite. I don't know. That's too much, guys. I mean, Texas A&M is a top 10 defensive efficiency team. They also got Wade Taylor back. He's a game changer, their point guard, and he's been back for 2 games now, so I think he's ready to go in this offense. I mean, right now we can get Texas A&M in the overnight market plus 1.5. I think this is wrong team favorite. I don't think this line lasts very long, so we're jumping on the Aggies here, plus 1.5 over Texas to tip us off on Saturday. Got next one up. This one's a little bit off the radar here, guys. So you're going to have to go find this one. We are talking the Horizon League, Green Bay and Cleveland State. This going 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus. So we're going to have to stream it, not nationally televised by any means here. As we're talking the Green Bay Phoenix, the Cleveland State Vikings. It's Cleveland State minus 15.5, 141 being the total. Holstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio is the location. Green Bay, you might know Green Bay because their head coach, Doug Gottlieb. If you like sports talk radio, well, Doug Gottlieb, you might remember his show. He's now the head coach for Green Bay Phoenix here, Division I college basketball in the Horizon League. Problem is they're just 2-19 on the season, 0-10 in conference. They've been dropping all kinds of games, both straight up and against the spread. They're just 3-12 their last 15 ATS. This is a top of the conference versus bottom of the conference situation here, guys, because Cleveland State at the top of the Horizon League, obviously Green Bay at the bottom after reading off those stats, just 2 wins on the season. Cleveland State 15-6, 9-1 in conference. They have the nation's second longest winning streak. They lost their first game in conference, and then they've swept the slate since. This is a top 5 nationally ranked team in defensive turnover percentage, so they're turning their opponents over. When you're going up against a team that's really struggling and you turn over your opponent a lot, that's usually a good kind of angle to put on your side. They're also, top 25 in steal percentages. So I think they're going to get a whole lot of extra possessions here. I know 15 and a hook can be a big number, but they are at home here, guys. We're going Cleveland State, the Vikings in the Horizon League, minus 15.5 in the final afternoon game. We got one more here coming your way, one I really like on the Saturday night slate. Guys, a reminder, if you could comment below, it helps grow the show. Anything is welcome, helps out the algorithm. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. Premium Picks, Drew Martin, WagerTalk.com. The Saturday top college basketball play given out for free on the show here, guys. So thanks for tuning in. And got a 5% max limit going in NFL playoffs for Championship Sunday here. So go check that out, guys. Max limit. Drew Martin, experts page, WagerTalk.com. As we got 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, last game on the card. It's ESPNU here. We're going to be able to watch it, nationally televised game, Haas Pavilion, Berkeley, California. It's Miami, the Hurricanes at Cal Berkeley here, the Golden Bears. We are seeing Cal minus 6.5 at the open, 52 and a hook being the total. If you watched the show earlier this week, we got a winner fading the Miami Hurricanes, and we're going back to the well. This might be a theme for the show until something changes, guys. The Miami Hurricanes, of course, their head coach, Jim Larrañaga, he's gone. He retired, and I think he saw the writing on the wall. This team's 4-15, and I believe they won their first 3 games of the season. So they only have 1 win since, and those were against like some bottom feeders in Division I college basketball. They're 0-8 in the ACC in the conference. They're also 0-4 on the road. So a lot of offers here for the Hurricanes. They've lost 8 straight, lost 15 of their last 16. They've lost 9 straight against the spread. So yeah, this is fade city all the way. And they're up against Cal here, who is 8-3 at home. They've won 2 straight outright as the underdog. So that kind of shows you they're being underpriced almost by 25 points combined, ATS points combined, because they were going off as the dog, winning them outright. Their head coach, Mark Mattson, you might remember him at Utah Valley. They made that run in the NIT, ended up losing, I think, in the Final Four to UAB. But he's translating that same offense that Utah Valley had in his second season in Cal. That's usually, this time of year kind of flows a little bit better with those kind of unique offenses. So 6.5 here on Cal. I wouldn't be surprised if they blow them out, guys, by 20 points. We're jumping on the Cal Golden Bears in Fade City on the Miami Hurricanes on the West Coast here for their second game on the West Coast. We're going for 2-0 this week, fading the Miami Hurricanes. So it's Cal minus 6.5. We got Green Bay, Cleveland State. We are on Cleveland State minus 15 and a hook. And we're on Texas A&M plus 1.5 in the Lone Star State Showdown. So that's it for the Saturday show, guys. Comment below. Smash that like button. Thanks for tuning in. Cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.